Hi everyone, in this video I'm reinstalling all the components of my center console and finalizing the seat of my C5 Corvette. Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel about building a kit car, Corvettes, and other car topics. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the notification buttons below and share with others on social media. Today I'm happy to say I'm putting this car back together. I popped in the driver's seat and tightened 2 nuts behind and 2 nuts in front. This will make my center console replacement easier since I'll have a nice seat to be in. In a previous video, I mentioned that I had to cut the wires to the magnetic ride suspension Sport and Tour control because it was wired through the radial bezel and there was no way to remove it. I'm going to crimp on some ends that have disconnects so it could be removed in the future, even though you could just have the wires in between the bezel and the trans tunnel. Just using a proper wire crimper and we are good to go. Then to put the bezel back on, you have to put your key in the ignition to move the shifter back so you have more room. The hardest part is reattaching the lighter wire since you can't really see what you're doing. When you're putting this back on, you have to match up 2 posts that are going into the frame as guide pins and then just screw into place. 2 in the ashtray area and 1 by the ignition switch. Then we add in the cup holder door by placing the anchor in first and then pushing the pin into the anchor. These parts are really tiny and difficult to get in just because of the small space and the wall of the bezel in the way. It's kind of hit or miss. You might get it on the first try or it might take 7 times. I kept dropping the pin myself. Then I added in the emergency brake handle, which you just slide on and then add a screw. Then slip the cover up. Now I clip my active handling suspension control in and add the armrest console. You have to add the wires back to the gas door switch, which you can't see anything since there's not a lot of slack in the wire. The armrest slips under the radial bezel. 2 nuts in front and 2 in back. The 2 in back also have plastic covers that need to be replaced. Then pop in the active handling control, and the last touch-up was to add the plastic covers to the front seat nuts, which I used some black plastic restore to really blacken them up. It is really coming together. Till next time, please hit the subscribe and notification buttons below, and have a great day.